This paper is uh, about the paper for to carry 130 marks. Time is 2 hours 30 minutes. The time is maximum for this paper. This paper is little bit difficult from papers 2. So you have full consideration of this paper. First of all, you should learn some formulas. You make a formula sheet, prepare formula sheet by yourself, learn the formulas, then move towards this paper. My strong recommendation is that you should spend maximum time on this paper because this paper carry 130 marks, so it's a marks giving paper. If you get more than 100 marks, you will be easily move towards the A star grade. If you spend 1 hour daily or 50 to 60 minutes or 45 to 60 minutes, you should spend must more than 45 minutes daily on this paper. In this way, you will be easily move towards the grades, well renowned grade, I mean A grade or A star grade. So I explain this paper, each question step by step with all information. So move towards question number here. Motion has 600 pear trees and 720 apple trees in farm. Write the ratio pear trees to apple trees, simple as five. This is very easy, 1 mark given question. Pear trees ratio apple trees 600 ratio 720, 0 is cancelled out by 0. Then I reduce 60 and 72 by 12. 12 5 times 60 and 12 6 times 72. You can also reduce this step by step. First you should divide 60 by 2, 72 by 2, then 3, then it is divided by 3. But I use a table of 6. You should strong grip on your tables and division rules. So in part 2, each apple tree produces 16 boxes. It means one apple tree produces 16 boxes. The total number of apple trees are 720 here. One box contain 18 kg. So it means one box contain 18 kg and 16 boxes contain 16 multiplied by 18 apples. Calculate the total mass of apple produced by 720 trees in a year. First I find the total number of boxes. I multiplied 720 by 16. Then I find the total mass. Total mass 720 multiplied by 16 multiplied by 18, so it will become 27,360 kg. He asked that your answer in standard form. Standard form, the first number should be greater than 0 but less than 10. It means the numbers between decimal is from 1 to 9 here. So I move the point from 0 to 2. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. So I take the 10 power 5 here, which is standard form. In B part, 1 week, the total mass of pear picked was 18,540 kg. For this week, the ratio mass of apple, ratio mass of pear is 30 ratio 9. He mentioned a specific week. In specific week, the mass of pears is 18,540 kg. Total number of pears are 600 and they carry 18,540 kg in 1 week fruit. For this week, the ratio of mass, the ratio between two masses of between apples and masses of pears is equal to 13 ratio 9 here. Find the mass of apples picked that week. Mass of apple 13, ratio mass of pear 9, mass of apples 18,540. We should divide the mass of pear by the ratio of pears. Ratio of pears is 9. I get the number 18,540/9. Then I multiply it with the ratio of apples 13. I will find that 26,780 kg the mass of the apples here. The apples cost Moston in dollar 0.85 per kilogram to produce. It means the price of 1 kg is 0.85 and the price of 5 kg is multiplied by 5 and 10 kg is multiplied by 10 and whatever else. He sells them at a profit of 60%. Work out the selling price per kg of the apples. First, you should remember that the formula for profit is equal to sale price minus cost price here. Apple cost per kg 0.85. Profit is equal to profit mean he got a profit of 60%. Profit is always on the cost price, not on the sale price, because first of all you should invest something, then you will get the profit. So investment is 0.85 per kg. If there is a profit of 60%, then 60% of 0.85 is half mean multiply 60 over 100 multiply 0.85. So profit is 0.5185. Selling price is the cost price plus profit. If you buy something worth rupees 100 and sells it worth rupees 150, then profit is 50. It means if you want to get the selling price, you should add the cost price and profit here. Mossen exports some of his pears to shop in Belgium. The shop buys the pears at $1.5 per kg. The shop sells pear 2.30 euros per kg. It means there is a conversion of currencies. It's very easy. Daily routine life. The exchange of dollar is $1 equal to 0.92 euros. It means dollar is greater than euros. Calculate the percentage profit per kilogram made by the shopkeeper. So $1 is equal to 0.92 euros. Cost price 1.50 is equal to 1.5 into 0.92 euros. We are moving towards from smaller currencies to greater currencies to smaller currencies, dollar to euros. Then we should multiply it. If we move from euro to dollars, then we should divide by 0.92. So selling price is 2.3 euros. So profit is selling price minus cost price is 0.92 is profit. Profit percentage formula I use here. Profit percentage formula, profit over cost price into 100. If there is a loss, then loss over cost price into 100. So profit over cost price into 100 is equal to 66.67% here. In part D, Mossen's earning increases exponentially at a rate of 8.7% each year. It means each year his earning is increased 8.7%. During 2018, he earned rupees 19, this 5600. During 2027, how much does he earn during then 2018? It means there is a gap of 9 years from 18 to 27. N is equal to 9. It behaves like compound interest because each year's amount is added to the previous year. Then he finds the next year's profit. So compound angle formula, total amount is equal to 1p into 1 plus r over 100 power n. If there is a loss, then 1 minus r over 100 in power n. So I replace all the values of p is 19,195,600 and put the value of r is 8.700. I find the value of 414414.3 dollars. He will earn much more. How more he will earn? He is earning in 2018 is 19,5600, but earning in 2020 27 is 414414.3. When I subtracted these two values, I find the extra amount which he earned in 9 years. So it will become 218814.3 dollars, which is a huge amount. Question number 3. A line join point A, B. Part A, find the midpoint of A. Midpoint mean you use the only formula midpoint, x1 plus x2 over 2 and y is equal to y1 plus y2 over 2. I place the value of x1 and y1 and x2 and y2. I find x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 11 by 2 here. In part 2, a line joining AB, find the equation of line AB, give your answer. This question is also in paper 2. It's a part of paper 1 and paper 2 and paper 4 here. So first you find the gradient, because the equation of line is equal to y is equal to mx plus c. M is the gradient, c is the y-intercept. The gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I replace the values of x1, y1 and x2, y2. I find that 5 over 4. Then I use the equation y is equal to mx plus c, put the value of y as 3 and value of x as 1. I find that c is equal to 7 by 4 here. So I place the value of m and c. I find the equation y is equal to 5 over 4x plus 7 over 4. So in part B, the line AB is transformed to the line PQ. Find the coordinates of P and the coordinates of Q after AB is transformed by translation by vectors. Here given a translational method 5 minus 2. When you will find the image by translation, there is a formula image is equal to object plus translational method. Here object is point A and point B. A is the object, B is also object, and image is point P and point Q. When I add 1, 3 and 5 minus 2, I got point P is equal to 6 and 1, Q is equal to 10 and 6 here. In part 2, rotation through 90-degree anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise means 1, 3 and 5, 8. All values are positive. It means this is lie in quadrant 1. X is also positive, Y is also positive. When I rotate about anti-clockwise, it move in second quadrant. In second quadrant, X is negative, Y is positive. And these two coordinates shuffle with each other. X is replaced on Y and Y is moves on X here. So value of X is minus 3 and Y is 1 and X is minus 8 and 5. In third part, a line joining 1, A and B, this reflection line X is equal to 2 is the line of reflection. Line of reflection means there is a mirror. In mirror, the distance of object and image also same. If the point P is 3, 3, then its image, if the point 1 is 1, 3, and the image of A is P is equal to 3, 3. Similarly, if the object is 5, 8, then the image of 5, 8 is minus 1 and 8, which is Q. So point P is 3, 3 and point Q is minus 1 and 8 here. In part 4, a line joining A, B, transformation by matrix this. Rules of transformation matrix, matrix multiplied by object is equal to image. Matrix mean which is given, objects mean object A is 1, 3 and object B is 5, 3. When I multiplied matrix minus 1, 2, 0, minus 1 with the object 1, 3, I got it 5 minus 3. Similarly, I got point Q 11 and minus 8. A line joining A, B describe fully single transformation that makes line A, B onto line B. Q, P is a point this and point Q is this. I think this point is missing here. Question number 4. Diagram shows the hemisphere with radius 6 cm. Calculate the volume. Give the units of your answer. Volume of sphere given in the question. V is equal to 4 over 3 pi r cube. I only place the value of r, which is 6 cube. I find the answer 452.6.4 centimeter cube here. The unit of this, when we take a cube of 6 centimeter, it will become centimeter cube here. In part B, the diagram shows the prism ABCDE cross section is right angle triangle BCD and BD is equal to this. This is given in the question. Work out the volume of the prism. Volume prism formula here, base area into height. The base is a rectangular. First we find the point CD because 18 is the length and width is CD. First I find the area of rectangle. Length is 18 centimeter and width is DC. I find the value of DC by using Pythagoras theorem. The hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. I find that CD is equal to taking square root on both sides. 10 square minus 5.2 square, it will become 8.54. Then again, base area is equal to 1 over 2 into base into height. Area of triangle here. Area of triangle is 22.2 because base is BCD. The prism is a shape which is similar from bottom to the top. So base area is 22.2, volume is equal to base area into height. I use base area 22.2 and height is 18 centimeter. I find that 399.6 centimeter cube here. In B part, calculate the angle BED. From triangle BC, BE is equal to, by using Pythagoras theorem, 18 square plus 10 square, which will become 20.9. Then I use the rule, some people have curly brown hair through proper brushing. Sum means sin theta is equal to perpendicular over hypotenuse. Cos theta is equal to base over hypotenuse. Tan theta is equal to perpendicular over base. But I use sin theta here. Sin theta is equal to perpendicular hypotenuse. Perpendicular is 5.2. Hypotenuse, which I find in the previous step, is 20.59. I find that theta is equal to sin inverse of this value, which is 14.6 degree. The point G lies on the line ED and GD is equal to 7. Work out the angle BGE. From the triangle BGD, tan BGD, again I use the formula tan theta is equal to perpendicular base. Tan over 7, BGD is equal to tan inverse tan over 7, 55. The straight angle is 180. When I subtract BGD, I find BGE, which is 125 degree. Question number 6. The diagram is a triangle ABC. Angle is 79. Side AC is 8 meter and side AB is 13 meter. Use cosine rule. Cosine rule is BC square is equal to AC square plus AB square minus 2AC AB cos theta. I replace all the values taking square root on both sides. I find that BC is equal to, we use calculator head, simply find the BC is equal to 14.01 centimeter. Use sines rule to calculate angle ACB. In previous part I used cosines rule, now I use sines rule. Sines rule is 14 over sin 79, it means 14 is CB and the angle in front of CB is 79. Then again the side 13, the angle is ACB. So when I use cross multiplication, I find that ACB is equal to sine inverse of this. I find the final answer 65.7 degree here. I also explained in the start, first you should learn some formulas, some basic formulas, sines rules, cosines rule, Pythagoras theorem, area and volume, and something else, circles formula, circle identities. Then it will be very easy for you to solve this paper. Otherwise it will become very difficult, impossible to solve this paper in a required time. B part is area of triangle DEF. This is also related to the formula. If you have learned the formula for the triangle other than the right angle triangle, area of triangle is equal to 1 over 2 into DE into EF into sine 30. I use the sides, adjacent sides and the center angle here, sine 70. I put the value of area and find the equation 4x square plus 11x minus 300. First I find the value of sine 30 by calculator 1 by 2. I multiplied x plus 4 with 4x minus 5. First I multiply x with 4x, will become 4x square. Then x by minus 5 minus 5x. Then 4 by 4x, 4 is 16x. Then 4 by minus 5 minus 20 here. Then I take the value 2 on the left hand side. I find that 140 multiplied to 280, 4x square plus 11x 120. Then the final answer is 4x square plus 11x minus 300. In B part, use quadratic formula, solve this. You should learn the quadratic formula. X is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a. A is 4, b is 11, c is minus 300. I replace all the values here, use calculator, then find that minus 11 plus 70.15 over 8, minus 11 minus 75.15. Here first I add these two values, then I subtract values and divided by 8. I find x is equal to 7.39 and minus 10.14. Find the length of DE. DE is equal to x plus 4 in the previous part. So I put the value of x positive value because length is not negative. So I find that DE is equal to 11.39 cent. Question 7 related to the function. F of x is equal to 7 minus 2x dx. This and h of x 27 power x. Find in part 1 f of minus 3 only. Replace x with minus 3. I put value minus 3 in all places of x. f of minus 3 is equal to 7 minus 2 into minus 3, which will become 3 2 times 6 plus 7 13. H of g of 30. First I find the g of 30. I put the value of 30 in place of x. I find that g of 30 is equal to 1 by 3. Then h of g of 30. Then I replace the value of g of 30 in place of x in the function h of x. So 27 power 1 by 3, by using calculator I find that it is 3. Find inverse of x, f inverse of x. I suppose that y is equal to 7 minus 2x, then 2x is equal to 7 minus y, then x is equal to 7 minus y over 2. Simply, I suppose that y is equal to 7 minus 2x f of x, then I make the subject of x and takes all values on other side with y. Then x is equal to, comparing these two values, x will become f inverse of x and replace y by x. I find f inverse of x. Solve g of 2x plus 1. Simply replace the values of 2x plus 1 in place of x in function g. G of x is equal to 10 by x. I put value x plus 2 here. So g of 2x plus 1 is 10 over 2x plus 1. He given that g of 2x plus 1 is equal to 4. So 4 is equal to 10 over 2x plus 1. I use cross multiplication method. 4 into 2x plus 1 is equal to 10. 8x plus 4 is equal to 10. Then x is equal to 10 minus 4, 6 by 8, which is 3 by 4, 0.75. Simplify, giving your answer in a single fraction. G of x equal to 10 by x, f 7 minus 2x, 1 over f of x plus g of x. I only place the values of function here. In place of f of x is 1 over 7 minus 2x, and in gx 10 over x. Take the LCM, x into 7 minus 2x, x is multiplied by 1. Then 10 is multiplied with 7 minus 2x. I find that x plus 70 minus 20, so 70 minus 19x over x into 7 minus 2x here. Very simple 3 marks. And next part, h inverse of h inverse of x. First we find h inverse of x, then place the value of x is 19683. I take ln on both sides in order to find the variable x. Ln of y is equal to, the rule of ln is that x should be in front of ln when I use the rule. X ln of 27, so x is equal to ln of y over ln of 27. I replace the value y with 19683, so I find the final answer is equal to 3. It's a more difficult part because there is no concept of ln in IGCSE. I use the formula here because there is no way to solve this. You should learn this. Make P the subject, very easy part. 5P plus 7 is equal to M. Take 7 on the right hand side, it will become minus. So M minus 7, 5P is equal to M minus 7. Then 5 is multiplied P. When take it on the right side, it will divide. So M minus 7 over 5 here. Y square minus 2B square is equal to H. Y square minus H is equal to 2B square. Then 2 is divided, then take square root. I find the final value of P here. In B part, the point A is 0, 5 and point B is minus 3, 4. Write OA as a column vector. Simply write in column vector 0 and 5. Write AB as column vector. I use the formula AB is equal to OB minus OA. Place a value of OB minus 3 and 4. Column matrix 0 or 5. Then I find the final answer minus 3 minus 1, because 4 minus 5 is equal to minus 1 here. In third part, AB lies on the circle center O. Calculate the length of RAB. It's a much difficult part. You should focus on this question more. Question 5. OA is equal to radius. I draw a part of the circle here, OAB. B is point minus 3, 4 and A is point 0, 5. OA magnitude 0 square plus 5 square, 25, take square root, it is equal to 5. OA is equal to radius 5, then take the length of OB, not OA here, it's a OB. Minus 3 square will become 9 and 4 square will become 16. When I solve my calculator, I find that radius is equal to 5. So radius is equal to 5. Length of arc AB. Length of arc, the formula of arc AB is theta over 360 into 2 pi r. We have already found r in the previous step. Now we should find the value of theta here. Tan theta, I use the identities of tan theta because I have also explained in my previous lecture in paper 2 that you should learn the sentence some people have curly brown hair through proper brushing. Some means sin theta is equal to perpendicular hypotenuse, cos theta is equal to base over hypotenuse, tan theta is equal to perpendicular over base here. So I use formula perpendicular is 3. I use the point 3 minus 3 and 4. It means base on x-axis is 3 and y-axis value is 4. In triangle, I have already drawn the triangle here. So tan theta is equal to 3 by 4, theta is equal to tan inverse 3 by 4, which is 36.9. I place this value in previous formula, arc AB is equal to theta of 360 2 by r. I find the final value of arc length is equal to 3.22 here. Question number 9. Car A and car B take part in the race and circular track. One lap of track measures. It means the total distance both car covers in one lap is in one complete circle is 7.6 kilometer. Car A takes 2 minutes 40 seconds. Car B takes 2 minutes 25 seconds. Complete each lap of the. Both cars travel constant speeds. Calculate the speed of the car. A gives your answer kilometer. Only change the meter per second into kilometer into meter per second. Time of car is 2 minutes 40 seconds. First I change the time in hours. 2 minutes, when I change 2 minutes into hour, I divided by 60. When I change 40 seconds into hours, I have divided by 3600. Because there are 60 minutes in 1 hour, then 60 minutes in 1 second. So conversion of from second to hours is divisible by 3600. I find the final answer is 0.0444 hours. I use the formula here, speed is equal to distance over time. I find the final value speed of the car is 171 km per hour. I have already explained you in my 2 or 3 slides and paper 1 paper 2 that the formula is very necessary for solving the paper 4 130 marks. I should upload the lectures about the only formula sheets in my next lecture. So you should learn, first of all you should learn formulas, then move towards the paper. Then you should attempt the paper very easily. Both cars starts the race from same position s same time. Find the time taken when both cars A and B are next position s at the same. It means both cars are moving in a lap, start from the same point and move with the constant speed, but there is a difference between the speed of two cars because car A takes 2 minutes 40 seconds and car B takes 2 minutes 25 seconds. It means car B complete the laps in shorter time. It means the speed of car B is greater than speed of car A. This shows that car B travels covers more laps than car A. But one time is that both cars will on the starting points. After how many laps I will solve this. First we should convert the times in total seconds. Time for car A in seconds. I change the 2 minutes into seconds. There are 120 seconds in 2 minutes plus 40 seconds. So total time for car A is 160 seconds. Similarly, 2 minutes 120 seconds plus 25 seconds. So car B time is 145 seconds. When I solve the this 160 and 145, I find the LCM of these two times. I find that the LCM of these two times is 4640 seconds. So in time in minutes and seconds, when change second into minutes, I divided by 60, I got 77.33. So there are 77 minutes and 0.33 minutes. Then I again convert the 0.33 seconds into minutes into second. So finally I got 77 minutes and 20 seconds. You should also take a pencil and your paper or notebook and write these formulas by struggling in one slide or one paper. So daily you should learn the formula from these slides also. But I also upload a lecture about the formulas in my next. In part 2, find the distance that car A has traveled at that just time. It means car A take 77 minutes and 20 seconds. So total time for this is 77 minutes and 20 seconds here. Speed of car A is equal to 177 km per hour. Time is equal to this. So when I convert the time into hours, because speed is kilometer hour, your unit should be same. In speed kilometer per hour, then time should also be in hours. Then I change the seconds into hours. I divided it by 3600. I find that 1.29 hours. Distance is equal to